Target shooting can be done indoors or outdoors. The main sport of target shooting is to hit the center of the specified target in a specific time. In our target shooting, we are using a 22mm pistol handgun. It has a safety here and here. Make sure when holding the gun, the safety is on and your finger is out of the trigger until you are ready to fire, and always point the muzzle in a safe direction. When firing a gun, make sure both feet are shoulder width apart and slightly bent. Arms are out and slightly bent, but in control of the firearm. Keep a straight back or lean forward into the shot. This is known as the aggressive stance. Remember, the gun is always pointed in a safe direction. The most common sight on a handgun is a 3-dot square system. This is where you line up the back 2 dots with the front middle dot and make sure all squares are flush with one another. When this happens, the target you are aiming at with the middle dot will be hit. If you are right hand dominant, pull down on the button in the middle of the mag with your left hand. With your right hand, place the bullets in one at a time. If you are left-handed, you may find it more comfortable to load the magazine in the opposite manner. Depending on your preference, the gun can be placed on a table or in a holster on your side. The magazine will always be outside of the gun before the sounding buzzer goes off. When the buzzer goes off, you will grab the gun with your dominant hand, grab the loaded magazine with your other hand, and slide it into the gun. You will pull back on the top slide and let it go. The gun is now loaded. Put the safety on the gun and keep your finger out of the trigger until you are ready to fire. When you line up your shot and take off the safety, you will then be able to fire at your target. The modifications that are necessary for paraplegia and target shooting are minimal. Instead of the holster being strapped to their side, they can have a holster attached to the side of their wheelchair or on a table at their side. If the participant feels they want more control during target shooting, they can use the gun stand. Once the buzzer sounds off, the participant will grab the gun, load the magazine into the gun, and fire at the target. If the target shooting is taking place in an outdoor course, the participant can have a guide push them where they want to go while they handle the gun in a safe manner. If they have a motorized wheelchair, they can move on their own, but for safety, the gun should be returned to a holster. Target shooting is a fun, unique sport, but it can also be dangerous. Remember, put a safety on your gun until you are ready to fire. Always point your muzzle in a safe direction, and keep your finger out of the trigger until you are ready to fire.